SHU AMUN RA. Good morning. I'm having breakfast. Part 2. How y'all feeling? Everything is fine. As I was explaining to y'all in part 1 about the things you should have when you're cooking. I showed you the certain kind of metals that you should have. Stick real pot, real stainless steel. I even let you see it. You can read it for yourself. All right, did you see it? I put it out enough where you can be able to see it. You're getting real pots. Now you can also see the fact that I use cups. They're not the regular stainless. Like I don't like glass cups. I don't do those. You say I use foam. I get rid of that crap. You know what I'm saying? I don't need none of that stuff. I'm into that kind of stuff, heavy plastic stuff, and then get it out of it quickly. Like that simple fact, because I was mentioning to y'all in the part 1, just going over a recap. Please make sure you got your pencils or papers or whatever you're using. I'm going over that, the fact that I don't use metal. I don't use metal because if you don't got real gold plates, silver plates, utensils, okay, if you don't really got the real metals, after a while, your utensils will tarnish. And you don't even realize it. You're putting that stuff in your mouth. It's getting into your mouth. It does. Okay? What you don't realize also, when you use your liquid soap to clean your dishes, okay? Your dishes, what kind of material dishes are. I started learning these things, okay? I started learning without even studying the ancient civilization. I was noticing these things when I was, as every year that passed by, that the so-called spoons and forks when you buy, that's not real silver. Real silver spoons gonna cost you a lot of money. Real gold utensils is gonna cost you a lot of money. Real. Okay? And in a lot of those things you can't be putting in your mouth anyway. How many times you bought a so-called gold necklace, a so-called silver necklace, and your neck breaks out, or you feel kind of funny, like it feel heavy? That's because it's not real. They had put another material. What it is another metal, especially nickel. They get nickel and they dip it in the gold process, or it could be gold leaf. Okay, they dip it. I know a lot of people don't talk about that. I know you don't. Look these things up. Gold leaf. I'll help you. We're gonna look these things up together. All right? Let's do this quick, fast. So I'm gonna eat the rest of my food. We're gonna look for gold leaf. Gold leaf. Gold leaf painting, gold leaf techniques, gold leaf cigarettes, gold leaf slim armor, gold leaf makeup, gold leaf cakes, gold leaf with spoon, and fork. Fork. Okay, hold on. First of all, I want you to see something. Taste, change, spoons, experiments. This is what you don't learn, and I know you don't learn these things here, right? You don't learn these things here. I'm going to show you the taste, change, and spoons, experiments. These are all science clubs dealing with gold leaf, right? First of all, I'm going to show you what gold leaf looks like. It's like a foil. All right? Now, I showed you just a small clip about gold leaf, right? Now, I'm going to show you also how spoons, the materials they use, bronze, okay, copper. And a lot of times you don't notice these things, the bronze and the copper, and the copper could be mixed together, or it's mixed in with nickel. I'm going to show these things. Now, I'm not telling you to eat, eat your food and stuff like me. I do this for the reason why I do it. Because before I even got into ancient civilization, I've been aware of spoons, especially a lot of times if you're not cleaning your spoons and forks properly, they're gonna tarnish. You know what? I'm gonna see if I have an old instrument, an old spoon and fork to let you see for yourself. I'll be right back. Now these are old tools I use, not tools, but these are old, and I don't use these anymore. We bought a whole new set of knives and all that kind of stuff because these things wore out. See, they'll wear out. See how that's broken? It's wood. It's not even the real wood. It's like not authentic wood. After a while, this metallic will begin to tarnish, as you can see. You see how the colors are? A lot of you have this inside your drawers. Okay, look at when you first buy it, it don't look like this. It has a shiny material look towards it, right? This is over the years of tarnishing. Pay attention to the color. Over the years, what happens? See the tarnish? Then you're constantly putting this in your mouth. This metallic, this metal. You're constantly putting it in your mouth. You're constantly using these things to cook your food. You have to, every 2 or 3 years, get a new, especially when it comes to knives and stuff like that. I'll be right back. Let me show you. I bought a whole new, literally I bought a whole new kitchen set because, and I know some of you might think I'm a little crazy, whatever, but every few years I buy a whole new set. Real talk. I'm doing this class session is because we don't talk about these things. We honestly don't talk about these things here. We don't discuss these things. We don't talk about the material things we use to put in our mouths. If you go back in ancient times, they used wood. They use wood material. Wood is easier to clean. It's also easier you can get rid of. Also, you can make wood. Chop a tree down and do it quick fast. I am this what I am telling you. I'm telling you this for a fact. Gods and goddesses, kings and queens. If any of you got common sense, change your utensils. Change them. See, I told you, you're not going to learn this stuff in church like this. You're not going to learn these things like this in church. You're not going to do that. You know what I'm saying? Because they're constantly trying to tell you to behave and so on and so forth and things like that. This is what they tell you. And that's a good thing. Listen here. It's a good thing to behave and walk that path. But guess what? To walk that path is not easy. So I'm not down in no institution or whatever the case may be. But I am telling you this. Class, every Sunday, I told you, is different. There's going to be times you're not going to like class. Sometimes it's not going to be what you want. And I don't give a goddamn. I do this with compassion. I do this because I care for my people. You understand? If I didn't give a damn, I could keep talking about the same thing every week. And guess what? Some of you will get so hypnotized, you will just follow to be following it. And I tell you, every week, you ain't got to follow me. Because it just takes one of you. Just one of you to get what I'm talking about. Now, let me show you my new knife set. Now, don't be like, oh, he's just trying to show off. No, I'm not trying to show off. I just showed you the old utensils. I showed you when I made breakfast, I use plastic forks. Listen here. After I showed you, I'm going to tell you, listen. Ain't nobody lying up in here. Look at that. I just bought a brand new. I need these to cook. I'm the one that cook in my house. I cook 99% of the time. Okay? You need to change your utensils. Pay attention to me. Every few years, my opinion, you need to change your utensils every 5 years. My opinion. Start to look at your utensils. Look at them. Look if they're changing colors. I say it, I say it, and I say it again. If it ain't real gold, if it ain't real silver, and then I'm going to show you a video with copper. When they use copper, they mix with nickels and things like that. I showed you gold leaf, how gold leaf is melted and things like that. That was just a small clip. Okay? I told you, a whole new pot set. A whole new pot set. You understand? It's There's a reason why I do that. I'm sharing you my experience for you to get a better understanding. Get the real McCoy. Don't get that fake shit. Don't go to that goddamn 99-cent store. Don't do it. Don't go to the 99-cent store and get that fake pot. I'm going to show you a video on that as well. Okay? Now, I know I was supposed to show y'all about the Bible. Don't think I forgot. I had to throw that in real quick. All right? Remember I was talking about religion in the first part? This Bible is old. The New World Translation. Who made this Bible up? This Bible is made from, hold on, I got so much work in here. Work over the years. Right, the New World Translation. This Bible was made, the New World Translation made revived in 1984. Right? To revive from who? This is the Jehovah's Witness. Okay? 1961, 81, 84. The Watchtower Bible and Tract Society of Pennsylvania. Who's the Watchtower? Who is that? The Watchtower is dealing with the Jehovah's Witness. You see, I had this Bible. Now I don't get rid of stuff like that because that's just silly. Okay? Now I was talking about the religion before, about the religion that you're in and things like that. And I know some of you got your old Bible, which is your Holy Bible, which is your King James Version. Right? Some of you got the NIV, the New International Version. Right? Right? You probably asking what I'm doing with all these Bibles. There's a reason why. Cross-reference. Cross-reference. That's why I do it. So I do it for cross-reference, but also, now when you're dealing with religion, I'm just going to talk about it a little bit because we're going to get back into dealing with silverware and things like that. If religion is helping you to make you a better person, it's helping you to eat properly, whatever religion is doing, great. But certain things they're not going to talk about. You know that, and I know that. Okay? I don't believe in knocking. I used to knock on the door, but I will knock on the door. If anybody coming and talking about Jesus is right and he's coming to save you, and so forth and so forth. I mean, there's a method to the madness of that. So, I want you to understand what I'm talking about. Religion in its conception. I'll be right back. Because we're basically here to talk about food, not really religion. So I'll be right back. All right, now, so I have showed you easily. I wanted to show you also that I get spoons and forks. Right? Now, the reason why I do the spoons and forks is not because I'm lazy, because I don't like silverware, because it's not real. They call it silverware, right? Silverware. Is it real silverware? Is these utensils that we use are silverware? No, they're not. Okay? They're not silverware. Unless you buy real silver, you can't go to no 99-cent store and get no real silver. You got to go to an antique store to buy real, authentic silverware. Real, authentic gold. utensils, forks, knives, spoons, and so forth. Trust me, and you gotta take care of them. It ain't about just washing it. It's not about just washing it with antibiotic soaps, dish detergent soaps. Nah, these metals are precious and they have to be taken care of. You understand? Now I'll say it, and I'll say it, and I'll say it again. I do these things for me because over the years I started seeing a lot of things. They started, what you got, the metal, the foods that taste nasty. Some of y'all got, you believe you got real China. You don't really got real China. Real China wear costs money. It ain't about going to no Macy's or going into the 99-cent store that says China wear. Nah, real China cups, plates, those cost you money. And they're not used like that. They're not used on an everyday basis. I'm telling you for a fact. It's like for a company come over and you bring them out, and they got to be taken care of. They got to be taken care of properly. But I'm gonna go show you the spoons and the forks, what I use, because I don't want you thinking I just made that up. I'll be right back. Here is the spoons and forks. It's called a big pack, right? You get 100 spoons, 100 forks, and 100 knives. Ain't nobody lying. And this ain't for no picnic either. My wife knows I don't use these materials that they use out here is not real. They're not real gold. They're not real silverware. They're not real. I'm sorry to tell you, it's not real. Just like a lot of the ancient civilizations, not just ancient civilizations, a lot of things that we discuss it, a lot of this stuff is false, because when you're dealing with ancient mythology stories, is it all real? If you haven't done no expedition, if you ain't done no expedition, how you know it's real? Because that's what they said. But each scholar has their own concept of ancient Kemetic, ancient Babylonian, ancient the Sumerian texts. But one thing we all have in common is silverware. Dealing with the pottery that they used. A lot of them did not have metal. Spoons, forks, and knives. There's a reason for that. There's a reason. Remember when I tell you, don't be stupid, don't play yourself out of position. But let me just get into the video real quick. Okay? Promise you, the video of the spoons and forks and knives dealing with copper. I'll be right back.
And welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you guys how to make some really cool two-tone copper plated silverware. So let's get started. Alright, so here's the supplies that you're going to need. Some old silverware, metallic paint of choice. I chose to use copper, but you can use gold or silver or whatever you'd like. You'll want a clear coat finish in a satin finish, masking tape, aluminum foil, and a plastic tray that you're willing to sacrifice. I used an old shoe box at first, but that didn't really work out that well, so later I switched to a plastic lid, so just trust me, you're going to want a plastic lid to start. Okay, so now on to the tutorial. So you're going to want to take your masking tape and peel off a small piece about that big. And you're gonna wrap this around the silverware where you want the paint to stop. And what the masking tape is gonna do is it's gonna give us a nice clean edge once we spray the paint. And it'll kind of give the silverware this pretty two-toned effect, which is what we're going for. And you could use a masking tape to paint, you know, a diagonal line, but for my video and this particular set of silverware, I chose to do a straight across line. Now you'll see kind of in the back there's like a little V shape, and it's because the fork is curved, and so the masking tape is making a little triangle in the back, and I didn't really want that, so I took another little piece of tape here and put it on the back so that way I would have a straight line all the way around. I didn't really have that problem with the knife, but definitely on the fork and the spoon. So you might want to just have two pieces ready to tape the forks and the spoons. All right, so once you get your tape looking how you want, you'll want to tape the rest of the silverware that you're gonna paint. And I'm just showing one set here, but obviously you might want to do a few sets so you have matching silverware for everyone. So after you've got your masking tape on all of your silverware, you're gonna take your aluminum foil and rip off, you know, a square. I'd say it's about 5 inches by 5 inches, maybe a little smaller. And you're gonna want to wrap the foil around any parts of the spoon that you don't want the paint to touch, which is pretty much any portion of the silverware that you're gonna be eating or having food on. And you'll wanna leave the masking tape exposed so we maintain our clean edge. And just a disclaimer here, obviously the spray paint is not food safe, and I don't recommend painting the entire utensil. You know, that's why we're only painting the handles here, so because hopefully we're not gonna be eating our food with the back of the spoons. You guys know what I'm trying to say. So that's why we're taking these precautions to cover up any portion that we don't want to get paint on. Okay, so now we're ready to paint. So you're gonna wanna go outside in a well-ventilated area, and you'll just start to paint your silverware with your paint of choice. And when you're spray painting, I find it's best to do lots of little light strokes, and it'll give you the most even finish without lots of drips. Once the first side's dry, you'll flip.
Now, just showed you that clip. Now, that young lady, right, took her silverware. Now, is it silverware, real silver? We don't know. But took her silverware and talking about a nice way how you can make it look like it's copper. Now, I just showed you that small example. I'm going to show you another example how the manufacturer but they're going to give you this glitter stuff on spoons. Gold glitter. And you think this is good for you to use. Let me jump right into the clip.
Hi everyone, Motor City Medea. This is another DIY video. I love this. This is so cute. So I took some spoons that I had. These are really super plain spoons. I picked up a bunch of them at Costco for like $7, but they were like super, super plain. And what I did was I went to Dollar Tree on a Dollar Tree haul, and I bought this LA Colors. It's a sparkly silver. And I've already put 2 coats on one of them. And you can just see it. Okay, so here's the 3rd coat. I'm working on my tablescape right now for my dinner on Christmas Day. I have a couple of different projects, but these are going to be really cute for other times during the year. So you can see that I'm going to let that dry. I don't think I'm going to do a third coat, but isn't that adorable? I wish you could see just how cute that is. So go ahead and give that a try. Get a little bling bling on your silverware for your tablescape for this Christmas. Yes, so go ahead and like and subscribe for more videos like this, and comment below. Motor City Medea. Talk to you soon.
Did you see that madness? Another one. She took fingernail polish, went to a dollar store, bought the silverware, and they call this silverware. And it take fingernail polish, paint the utensils, and talking about it looks cute. You go over their house, per se, and she's got this stuff laid out, talking about this is Christmas time, so forth. This is where I was telling you about how religion and stuff, and they're not telling you none of these things. You don't know what's in a person's mind. But in part 3 of this show, Having Breakfast with Denzel, which is me, SHU AMUN RA, I'm going to show you the wear and tear of our pots. Y'all got to be careful. Now, I use plastic forks and stuff like that for the reason why I told you, because what happens with the metallic of the spoons, the knives, if you don't change and buy new ones all the time, and the way the manufacturer making things these days, all that stuff going to your system. These people think everything is cute. I hope you're writing this stuff down. Is it real silver? Is it real gold? That's what you got to ask yourself.